Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Saikin. This is the challenge run where we are trying to get as far as we can in the game on hard difficulty. That's the second hardest difficulty with Last Azlanti mod activated. That means Iron Man, and if this beautiful being Hogbite is going to bite the dust, then that means the run is over. On top of it, we are committed to D and F tier classes only, single class builds, no shenanigans, only bad classes but good tactical decisions. That's the name of the game here. So last time we found ourselves a good battle there. Now it's time to get into the Skull Rock region and find out what's going to be expecting us here, but we have no spells left over. So I don't want to do anything completely unbuffed, and as much as I hate the 1 minute adventure day thing, we're actually going to rest a little bit. Thankfully that was good enough, and we're re-entering. I cleaned up the UI a little bit, specifically on the whole buffing part, because it felt that that needed some support. So our lesser wand of meta magic actually extends the spells here nicely. So, and now the buffing should also, generally speaking, be a tiny bit faster than it used to be before.
I always have the upper hand.
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
Let's shake a leg.
This is my path.
Does anyone require my counsel?
So luckily enough, our spell level starts to become high enough so that we're not like completely becoming ridiculous and always rebuffing, but the number of buffs will increase over time, so that'll just be a theme that you are better getting used to.
Everything has a price.
Privacy.
Stab their backs.
Let's get some kobolds going. Buffing ourselves, and we're ready to go.
Cover me.
Good, first kobold definitely went down like it's nobody's business. We're still in the surprise round. Thunderous Call, interesting, okay. What are we dealing with? Level 2 fighters, okay. Well then, fight off this here. Just a tiny drink. Unuse that ability. Why can I? No actions left. Oh, because I... No idea where I can't use the ability. Anyways.
near them.
Very good. Let's get that bombardier. Fantastic. And how about... I wonder why we have 0 channelings. Am I using channel attempts for anything? It seems crazy to me. But apparently that's the way it is.
Let the attack commence!
We won't falter.
That guy's already dead. Alright, off of the
I'm up for an
off of the
adventure.
grease, please. Quick heal. Buffs are running, so we're not playing around here. Masterwork, I like that. I unfortunately like none of the other stuff. We can always use cooking ingredients, the rest needs to stay here. I was about to say, the archers were actually quite well equipped. The rest of the team did not appear to be that well equipped. Magical Sigh that we found. And I feel bad that the kobolds are immediately hostile, right? So because we wouldn't need to be enemies.
Follow me.
This guy died, which is a good
They should have known better.
indication that something dangerous is out here. Damn right, and that something dangerous is us. Is what I would say if I would be cocky, but we're not. We're just going to humble play that.
I'll loot your corpse.
I think we got that even without bard sounds. Oh, a couple more wolves. I see. Oh. A lot more wolves.
I'll split you in half.
One down.
Forwards.
Hawkbite misses twice. Bit unfortunate. And there's the crit kill. Skin, collect. And let's push forward, but be careful, is what I would say. You can strike that fine balance where you're moving forward but not just running into a trap. Because the game is designed very well in that regard. You can't...
Time to stretch me muscles.
You can't just run in and expect that things are going to be fine.
Have their backs.
Oh yeah, we got 3 attacks now. Thank you, level 6. That's good. I like it. Perfect litter dust, fantastic. And then 3 of them even failed their saving throw. That's hilarious. Listen. I think that was just too attractive. Couldn't resist throwing that fireball. These 2 are almost down. Aaron moves up.
Cover me.
Oh, more kobolds. And we're out of position. Taruk. Oh, the gnome invites some of his friends. Stupid, slow, sluggish gnome. Gnome, stupid. Yes. Kobolds want this card. Kobolds shall have it by orders of myself, the glorious King Taruk. Taruk King! This bastard was once was talking out of his ears, while the rest of us were trying to steal our card. Taruccio, I recognize you. What a new disguise, and why are you not dead? How dare you speak like this to King? Kobolds attacks! Shirdas! Oh, he hasted them.
Heads will roll.
Enders moves up. Let them come to us. Jim moves up. Hawkbite moves up. Ankin moves back. Gaeren moves back. Now's the time for some music. And for blessing. And for a touch of flame weapon. Hawkbite rages and begins to move forward. Let's put our DPS together. And let's move to here. It doesn't show me. Somewhat is broken. Okay. Leave. Well, just charge. There we go. One down. Give him 2 extra AC, but also attack. Jim is helping. We should get a 3rd attack, right? Alright, short AFK. Alright, so here's the cold hard truth. The combat broke, apparently. I couldn't do anything. And we need to apparently completely replay that scene. Man. Part of me is frustrated about that.
I need to concentrate.
Because there were signs that the battle wasn't going super well, because in a sense of not being able to just click a couple of items, and then all of a sudden
Your toes.
we're now finding ourselves in a situation where
Hesitation is a waste of time.
we can't even act anymore, and the only option that I had left was to restart.
Never stop learning.
It is done.
Good. I mean, I'll fast forward that for you guys because it is not fun to rewatch it again. Be right back. So, we're basically in the same situation as before, and we'll do the same battle. I don't know what happened. By thinking about it, whilst I was replaying that same map, that leaves a really big hole in that whole Iron Man mode here, because you can theoretically, if things are turning sour, just Alt F4, and if you're always at the beginning of the map, then that sort of defeats the purpose. Technically, you can also do that in XCOM to a degree, so it's not like that is bulletproof. But I always dislike when you do have the option to do these sorts of mechanics, because it encourages kind of a fallback net of really poor decisions that, or really negative behavior that you could theoretically have. Yeah. Anyways, it's not really relevant, but I still thought I'd bring it up. So what word can we cast from back here? Hogbite gets a little bit more AC. Rings.
We won't falter.
And attacks, and also enrages, because why not? Good, how about Bane Weapon and teach them a lesson? 39 points of damage is actually very, very respectable. Oh, miss on Ankit. That's not good. I was kind of hoping for a
Cover me.
crit in the cleave. Jim moves forward. Anders moves up, re-blesses everyone. Doesn't matter. What matters is getting to the back line. Mini healing. Gyron's time will come a little bit later. The build shines when he can self-buff more. At the moment, he only has one attack, and that pales, of course, in comparison to situations where others now have 3 attacks with rapid fire. Alright, moving in. Come on. Let's get the tune going again. Like, Aaron's damage is not bad. Quite the opposite. He hits for 35, 36. Hits often, hits hard, so that's all good. But he doesn't have those wow moments like Ankit sometimes has, where he just hits 3, 4, 5 people in a row.
We can do it. Forward.
Smear.
See you soon. This is not over. Of course.
This is my path.
Fleeing like a little coward that he is.
I'll split you in half.
Masterwork, I like that. Unfortunately, none of that stuff is really valuable.
It is done.
Good, let's see what the gnomes are doing. While Snow were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right into their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scared ponies when they slid down the fjord, sinking all the way into the coachman's seat and the river. This was where Skunk Rivers flows into Tuskwater, and the currents become excessively spiteful, cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skunks River must have decided to drag it down at all commotions, but it was caught in the act. The surviving gnomes, led by the head of the gnomes expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some managerial talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red, grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Yeah, understandably. Just then, a package fell into the water with a heart-beating splash, vanished beneath the current, and only resurfaced meters down. No, the head of the gnomish expedition moaned. The glowing package, that was Alchemy and Life, the latest issue. After plunging into the cold rivers, the ponies immediately lost their nerve, swirling the ears and twitching. They tried to chew through the reins and throw off the load. We're just standing around, go and help them. Head of the gnome expedition is visibly dissatisfied. Okay, we need mobility and lore. That is a good character for both. Jim, I think, has it covered. Jim nimbly climbed to the roof of the cart and carefully crawled towards the ponies, hitched them up. Ponies seemed to be relieved and felt a firm hand holding against the reins. They calmed down once they allowed themselves to be unhinged. In a few moments, they're standing back in the fjord, ready to pull the cart from the river. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds furiously, cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests in the dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by blah blah skunk river. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's still the same. Gathering the strength, we began to pull the cart. If you're certain you're ready, let's do it. But be careful, imagine the cart is full of gold ale and some other things that could be on the loose. Try to pull the cart out. So I mean, lore nature is good. Athletics is huge as well. That's 13 on the highest, but I think we got 14 here. Or am I overplaying our hand? Do we only have 11? Charisma, we got a +5, so that's a 50-50. I think they're athletics. After everybody struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out of the muddy riverbank and rolled back onto the rocky ground of the waiting fjord, prompting some seemingly indigent sloshes and squelches as the river released the trophy and rushed along to search for easier prey. Losing no time, the head of the gnome expedition jumped aside for a good while, rattling and swearing. All could have heard from the cart until the gnome's face finally reappeared from under the rooftop, seemingly satisfied. Almost everything's still in place, he announced, cheerfully jumping from the cart. It's all wet and crumbed, but at least nothing is missing. Thank you, travelers. If not for your help, guided by my keen supervision, of course, I'd have to say goodbye to all my possessions. So, Jubilost, what's up? The gnome stands before you, wears dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone.
Jubilos Nartropple, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed.
That is true. I mean, gnomes are funny in general, and he's not an exception to the rule.
By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Hopefully some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant? Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment. So, how did you say your barony was called? Whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
How do you know I'm a baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me. Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
What happened here?
My party and I set up camp at the bank of this river. We'd just finished kindling the fire when that purple bastard appeared. You know what he told me? He introduced himself as the King of the Kobolds and told me he needed our clothes because he wanted to dress his subjects properly, you see, as long as they've established the kingdom of their own. That's literally what he said. I wonder, where did he learn the words? Obviously, I told him to buzz off. Some kobold wants to strut around wearing the clothes of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. No way. So I've been explaining my position to him, being rather eloquent too, suggesting he and his so-called kingdom might as well fall into the deepest sinkhole. In the meantime, I've noticed that kobolds have already started to untie my cart. Well, I called my men to keep the cart safe. They couldn't guess what to do on their own, just stood there with their mouths ajar. Then things heated up as the fighting started, and while we were fighting, the ponies dragged the cart to the river. Ah, stupid animals.
Alright, I understand. You said you were famous, but I don't know you what you're famous
That
for.
was either a stupid and offensive culinary almanac of the inner sea, or the most scandalous one, the Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states. Didn't read any of these. Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It would be hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise. I pursued 2 objectives. Anyway, I'm almost done with it. You're ignorant, you see. One of these outposts must be somewhere nearby.
Alright, we might get a quest out of it. Tell me of this dwarven outpost.
Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive creatures.
Alright, I'm looking for trolls there. Maybe we're looking for the same place. Let's join efforts.
Well, you proved to be a capable companion in a case of emergency. I guess I can entrust you with covering my back. Let's go. I will send someone for my cart later.
Yeah. You're not going to join this party, ever, that is, but I agree. That's a great start to find the trolls lair. Jubilost, my man. This guy is truly lost in his own admiration of his own ego.
We cannot be defeated.
You know what? Little bit of extra buffs here and there.
Stab their backs.
So let's see what these guys are doing. Of course, they are deciding to all attack us.
Out of my way!
Or not. You know what? You're not fully healed.
Cover me.
So the wolves are attacking us,
Strike with all your might.
and the kobolds are attacking the wolves. Makes a lot of sense to me. Now it is 101. Mano e Canis. Now it's just Mano.
Your death awaits.
And now it's not even that anymore. Yeah, nice little... Oh, we got a recipe. Nice little chest there. With a recipe, that's always good. And as per the usual, turns out it's a really good idea to just explore.
We cannot be defeated!
And it's great, we're level 6, I really like it. This is some of the most fun levels there is in D&D. The mid-game. I personally absolutely enjoy it. You have enough abilities to do something, and it's not becoming like overly... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Well, let's delay. And that's how quickly things turn from not a big problem to we gotta actually focus. So I was about to say, the cool part about the mid game is kind of gives you an option to
Loot your corpse.
still do something, but it's not crazy Wuxia endgame stuff.
I don't like you.
Not sure why that one didn't work out, but okay. You know what? This is the big bad guy. Might as well position ourselves here. He missed. That means we can heal. And Hogbite is okay enough to get back up. It's not like we're in that much of a trouble, luckily. Little drink. I should have fought defensive instead.
Stab their backs. Kiss your life goodbye.
May I see your entrails, please?
Smear them.
I love it when the combat maneuver is so high that even your tank can't really beat it.
We won't falter. Cover me.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
But Alpha Wolf is level 7, so not to be trifled with. We're just
I'll split you in half.
going to use our options here. All of our options, that is. I think we would also benefit from a few higher cleric levels when we can actually heal a bit better.
Your death awaits.
Very good.
This is my path.
Knowledge is the key to victory. I prefer the company of me, myself, and I. Friendship's overrated anyway.
So, let's see. Skin and collect. The name of the game. And did we get ourselves a ring +2?
March on.
I mean, nothing wrong with the ring +1. But also nothing wrong with the ring +2. Good, we got ourselves a lot of different small loot. Like I said, I'm not going to bother with the minimal worth that the weapons would have. And that's really it. We're 40 minutes in, so that's good enough for an episode. I am considering to just continue to go through here. He mentioned that the ruined watchtower could have been a location where trolls are located. Kenelmar Tower also is an option. There are quite a few options now that I'm thinking about it. Generally, the Daranal Marches is kind of our level area at this point, so I think Overgrown Pond is a good idea. And then we can go over here and maybe get this, this, and this. Not sure if we have that much time. There will be kingdom events that are going to come up. At the moment, the one that we are that we're really looking for is the Ancient Curse, but we're not on a timer there. Then a famous traveler, which lies hidden in these lands. Is searching for the ruins of a dwarven fortress as well. So, the gnome we saved turned out to be a celebrity, blah 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 blah. He's creating a map of the stolen lands, is sure that there is a lost dwarven outpost there. It's time to recover whatever is there, and then there might be trolls. To deal with the trolls, we must first learn about them. This whole mess of trolls they can't just roam around. They surely have some hidden base, and we found out somewhere in this region is an ancient abandoned dwarven fortress. And that could be, that's just the ruined watchtower. Yeah, well, I mean, could be anywhere really. So we're going to go through there in due time. But that happens in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one and see you all next time. Bye bye.